Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Hey, my friends, thanks for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting international craft beer with Dr. Dave. Oh, it's going to be lovely today, baby, because for my sampling pleasures and tasting delights, I have one from the Van Steenberge Brouwerij. Oh, yeah, located in Ertvelde, Belgium. I almost said something else there. Ertvelde, Belgium. This is the Augustijn Blonde Ale. Well, it's not for lightweights. It checks in at 7% alcohol by volume. Let me get my paraphernalia here so I can open this. And what I mean by paraphernalia is I got a silver dollar here. Well, not a silver dollar. Susan B. Anthony dollar. And I put it between the cap. Oh, boy. I knew that would happen. I put it between the cap and the bottle opener so it doesn't damage. Yeah, the first time, you see, Murphy's Law works. I don't care what anybody says. Murphy was a smart dude. Murphy was a smart dude. Because I didn't have the towel out here. And when I opened that with that force, the bottle cap came right off and the beer spilled over. It's not a big deal because I've got towels here. I just didn't have the towel down there to begin with. That's the result of it. No worries. Oh, baby, you know we got Belgian glassware all day long in here. Yeah. And you got to be careful how you pour this, too, because you see what happens. You see what happens when you take that cap off a little too fast. Now, these are bottle conditioned, which means they're going to have a little bit of yeast in them, so we're going to go ahead and froth it up. There you are. Now, because the daylight is practically nil in here, this is going to look darker on the camera than it really is. But it is a blondish type of an ale. It's a little bit rusty, a little like a rusty blonde, but very light colored. I don't know if that's the right description there. Now, it has a small amount of head, and I did that on purpose. We don't want to build this up with a real thick frothy foam. At least I don't. It's got some lively carbonation in there. Anything that's bottle conditioned is going to have lively carbonation. Ooh, it's fruity. I let this sit out on the countertop quite a while. You don't want to drink this beer cold. You want to keep this beer cool, or you can put it in the refrigerator. It wouldn't hurt at all to put this beer in a dark closet somewhere and then just drink it at room temperature. It wouldn't matter at all. But what I prefer to do is I just put it in the refrigerator and I take it out about 25 minutes and then I drink it. Cheers to the brewers there at Van Steenberge in Ertvelde, Belgium. Oh, those monks know what they're doing, baby. Cheers to you at home, too. Oh, man. Ooh-wee. Now, what we can do very gingerly is we can put our stir stick in here. Now, I'm going to show you. Put it over here. Very gingerly. You see that head build up that fast? You see how fast that's going up? Yeah, if you get real violent with this, that thing will come right over the top. You pour this beer straight in, you're going to be very sorry. Very sorry. Yeah, that looks nice, huh? Oh, man. Some nice light malts, some dried fruit. Man, is that good. This is a sipping beer. Anybody that rushes through this beer doesn't really appreciate a good Belgian beer. Now, since I agitated that head is very solid, very thick, and it would have been that way if I had poured it straight in longer as well. I guess that's all in the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't want to sit here and have that much foam on any beer. It serves no purpose to have 6 inches of foam on a beer. For what? Especially a fine crafted beer such as this one. Why would you do that? Hmm. Nothing like a fine Belgian beer, I'm telling you, baby. Hmm. Again, the Augustine blonde ale. A lot of fruity notes in here. A lot of fresh fruit, a lot of stone fruit in there, and dried fruit, light malts. Don't get the alcohol though. You never do on these beers. That's the thing about these beers from Belgium. They can be 12%. You still don't pick up the alcohol. You definitely want to sip on this beer and take your time. I would describe this as a medium bodied beer, very low carbonation. But I tell you one thing, because this is bottle condition, everybody's not going to have the same opinion of this beer. Unless it's highly unlikely that you would find somebody to review this beer and say the same thing about it I did, unless they bought this beer from the same lot and drank it on the same day. Because if you let this beer sit around a couple more months, you'll have a different opinion on it than you do today. And that's the thing about bottle conditioning. There's no two bottles that are exactly the same. So if you don't agree with my assessment, that's probably why. But that's what I'm getting out of it today. Man. Those monks know how to make beer, baby. Hey, until next time, peace. Cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.